This drill here, the step-through drill, made my downswing dangerously good. I doubt I would have ever become a professional without doing this drill. So the step-through drill is essentially when we bring our lead foot over to the trail foot, club out the middle of the feet, and as soon as we take the club back, we step through. So why is this drill so good, and why is it going to help you out there massively as well? So how did it help me? So for myself, really important thing is I have cerebral palsy, which affects my left side of the body. It's diplegia. It does affect my right a little bit, but more so the left. Makes it really hard for me to get left in the downswing, to be able to turn onto that left side, which we all need to do. And of course, the target is down the lead side, so we need to produce our speed going towards the target. So for me, a really, really tough thing to do. So this was almost 2 decades ago where I was giving this drill, along with another drill we'll talk about in a second as well. So with me really having this type of pattern, where I was hanging back, hitting these really high, kind of wipey, just no compression shots, just lost yardage immediately doing that because my weight was hanging too much back. Now, why that's the case, because then I would be throwing and adding loft to get onto the ball, increasing my 8-iron into more like, let's say, a 9-iron or a pitching wedge. So that's where the step-through drill came to the rescue with that. It ultimately got me, because where we're standing with our feet together, club out the middle, and then moving our foot over and swinging through immediately, it got me getting my pressure super early onto the left side. So for me, I got that weight shift like that. When I was doing the drill, it was quite a hard one to transfer over, but it gave me that sensation. So even though I could get that weight shift straight away when I did it, it didn't necessarily, for me, result in me absolutely creaming it straight away because of the cerebral palsy. I was so unstable on that left side, which I still am. It was hard just to, of course, do that motion. I've done this drill a lot, so I can somewhat hit the ball okay doing it now. So that's weight shift for all of you out there is so crucial. It's what will control making that low point more forward, especially with an iron, hitting ball than turf. So that's where if you don't shift your weight enough, you're going to be hanging back way too much and you're going to be hitting thin shots, fat shots, top shots, all the nasty stuff. So if you don't get that weight shifting, this is a brilliant one for you, like it was so crucial for me. So, and secondly, the power generation from doing this. So that's where if I'm just going at a shot now, and you're gonna see, I'm hitting my 8-iron roughly around the 150 mark. Exactly it, 150. So that's where 150 to 155, very normal 8-iron for me. But at the time when I was doing this drill, when I started doing the drill, 8-iron, I'll be lucky if it went to 130 because I was hanging back, adding loft. So the distance element of getting onto our left side and compressing and de-lofting it was absolutely it. But as well there, for the speed's sake, so if you watch here, like let's say that one there, that one was 81.9, so 82 miles an hour of club head speed there. So let me just do one where it was more my old swing of hanging back a little bit, not shifting quick enough. Let's have a look. I'll still try to give some intent. I mean, 70 miles an hour, might have that been it when I was, again, this would have been almost 2 decades ago. It generally could have been. I reckon I can get one faster than that, but you're gonna see, I'm gonna have to really give it a go if I'm gonna get it faster than what I just did before with the normal good swing. So I really hung back on that, just about got it to 80, but that was a lot more effort. And look at the distance there, it's gone 135. So, okay, not great. Again, one of the big reasons, like we said, shaft lean, but also if we're not getting our weight left enough, not getting onto that lead side, which the nice step-through drill teaches, I'm not turning on top of that left side, I'm not accelerating the club. If we're hanging back, the club absolutely is going to be slowing down in mid-downswing for you to save the shot. So because you'll be in good functional positions as you're moving through, you keep accelerating through that golf ball, at least feeling like you're accelerating. So, and it good adds in a really good important part of power generation, and that is lateral force. So in the downswing, we ultimately create 3 forces with the body. Vertical force, so you're down and up. We create rotation, torque, rotation, of course, very self-explanatory. And we also create lateral, so lateral motion. So for me, because I was really struggling to get onto that left side, it dulled down my rotational torque and my lateral, the shifting. So generally, when I was hanging back, I would have a little kind of this motion, a little jump up, really standing up with my legs. It's the only way I could try to generate some force. Of course, so that's where doing the step through drill, it's just like throwing a ball. You're not going to throw the ball very powerfully from back here, you throw it more powerfully there. It's blending those power moves together. It's getting me laterally moving, which is creating some force with the ground, and it's going to set me a base to be able to rotate and turn through it. So we step over, club in the middle of our 2 feet, then step through. Boom, very nice, that was a lovely one. Super, super good drill. And thirdly here, it actually really helped my start of the downswing, because as you can imagine, when we're stepping through, we're gonna have to have the lower body move first. So your arms can't start first. You can't get quick with that upper body. So for me, this was, other than the distance issues and the striking issues, this was the visually really obvious one with my golf swing at the time. I would start that downswing and it would be really, really quick. Because of course I had to find a way to generate speed if I wasn't using any rotational or lateral and I was just hanging back and jumping. So I would have this really quick transition. I would yank the club down and I would chronically miss the ball left. Maybe not to that degree. That was of course a demonstration, but it was not good. So that's where the step through drill was a crucial one, but it's actually, funnily enough, the step through drill was the second drill I was given in that specific lesson, because that was the bit we tried to target, that visual. If we could get that smoother looking downswing where it didn't look as rushed, we knew that I would be getting left and I'd be turning better through there if I was hitting the ball still a good distance. So what we did this to start off with, and that was the pause at the top drill. So pausing there and then swinging through. So when I was given that drill, that was not the result. I didn't hit it like that. I hit it so bad. Well, actually, I'd say I hit it so bad that the only time I'd make contact with the ball is if I shanked it. That was it. I would miss it. At the time, I was roughly around a 3 handicap. So 3-4 handicap or so, doesn't miss the golf ball. They barely top it. I would top it non-stop. Because it was targeting my weak area, that start of the downswing, right from here. If I, again, did anything other than what my body was used to, it would just resist it. So that's a good lesson for a lot of you out there, is when you're really targeting a very weak area of your golf swing, you're going to hit it really badly to start off with, but that's a good sign. That means you've targeted the weak area. Just like if you're in the gym training a certain muscle and you're thinking, oh wow, God, how weak am I? I'm only doing bicep curls with 2-pound dumbbells. Surely my biceps should be stronger than this. You wouldn't put that dumbbell back down and think, okay, bicep curls, they're not right for me. You'd think, okay, I want to build this, you know, the weight up to build my biceps up more. So that's where exactly the same thing with this drill. We knew we needed to do more, the pause at the top, to be able to get ourselves into a good spot. But I couldn't. I literally in that lesson could not at all. And my coach at the time could see how much I was struggling. That's where the step through drill came in. It was a gap. And it was a gap filler between where I was to where we want to go. So our gauge of progress was how good could I be at pausing at the top? And that's where the step through drill would act absolutely as that gap, or that bridge you could say, between my normal swing and that pause at the top drill. The better I got at the step through, the easier the pause at the top would be, because it would create an absolute need for me to be able to be that little bit smoother, of course, from just the pure repetition of it. Super important drill. So out there, for all of you, whether you struggle with any one of these, who are the golfers that this is going to suit the best? So which of you is this going to suit the best? Now, this is going to be most people. So number one, we've already touched on this a little bit here. Really poor ball strikers. So you're not consistently getting balled and turf, which means your lowest point of the swing arc isn't moving enough forward. So that's where this drill is going to get you shifting your weight, which of course is going to be making that low point more forward. So if you're a bad ball striker, tops, thins, fat shots, this is definitely for you. Now, the second group of golfers is if you have that feeling with your swing that it's just not in sequence. Really, really common feeling. You just feel out of funk. This is for you. Because what it's going to do is that optimal sequencing in a downswing, starting the downswing with that lower body mid-torso, and the club comes along for the ride. This is exactly it, because when you're stepping through, you are starting your downswing sequence really in the takeaway, when you're having that step forward, that pressure moving forward, you're going to really be able to get that feeling, that sensation. So again, step through, and your downswing is going to sequence itself out very, very nicely. Third golfer here, this is going to really suit. This was hugely me. And that was, you felt like you can get more out of it. So you're hitting the ball, hitting it good, but you just see there's just no pop in your shot. So a lot of us, of course, will get this as you get older, for sure. But as well, if you're not swinging in good sequencing, you're not getting that weight moving, just like me, if your weight's not getting left early enough, it's very unlikely you're going to have much rotational or much lateral motion or force in your swing. So this is going to get your body moving in a better way to help speed the club up and help propel it. So if you feel like, okay, I'm just not hitting the ball as far as I could, once you get comfortable with this drill, you're going to start to think and feel, wow, that ball is still going a good distance. Which is when I got the hang of this drill, I noticed that this drill would actually go further than my normal swing. So luckily now it doesn't, which is good. Sometimes it actually might today. But it gives you that proper training to move the body well in a very athletic way. Again, it's just like throwing or skipping a rock across a pond. Same type of motion. So you can imagine if you do a bunch of those and every so often sprinkle in some normal feeling shots, then you're going to absolutely be hitting the ball very, very good. That was probably one of the better ones of the day. Awesome. So for me, I probably would have never got past that kind of 3-4 handicap type of region to be able to become a professional, especially with my cerebral palsy. I really believe it would have just stopped me in my tracks. That's where this drill got me doing something my body didn't instinctively want to do, but we pushed past it, which is also another important lesson, of course. So that's where it's helped me a ton, but it will help you a lot out there too. So if you need a lot of help with your golf swing, I can help you from anywhere in the world down on Skillist. So that's where if you just want to send in a free analysis to start off with, and we'll give you a good game assessment and see where we need to go for good improvement, you can do that completely free. Just send in your swings and I'll personally get back to you with my thoughts on what we need to do. If you want to just jump into some lessons straight away, you can absolutely do that too. And I've got loads of courses there on Skillist as well. If you want to fix your early extension, your rotation, your shallowing, and your over the top, I've got courses for all of those. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button for more golf instruction. Just like this, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video.